Living Language, a Random House company, presents English for New Americans, a practical and effective introduction to the English language and American culture through video, print, and audio. Step 1. Watch a unit on the video.
Hello, welcome to the International Center. My name is Simon, and this is my wife, Raquel.
That's all for now. Practice what you've learned in case you have to go to the doctor. See you next time.
Step 2. Watch the unit again. Read and write in the workbook. Step 3. Listen and speak with the audio cassette.
Hello, welcome to the International Center. My name is Simon, and this is my wife, Raquel.
Hi, nice to meet you. Simon and I are volunteers here at the International Center. We help new immigrants like you learn about life in the United States.
In this program, we'll talk about health and safety. But first, we'd like you to meet some of the people who visit the center.
Come on. I'd like to introduce you to Elena and Jorge.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Jorge, and this is my wife, Elena.
Nice to meet you. And this is Ming and Sasha.
Hi, I'm Ming.
And I'm Sasha.
Now that you know everyone, let's get started. Here are a few words and expressions you'll hear in this lesson.
Doctor's office. Nurse. Appointment. Waiting room. Height. Weight. Pulse. Temperature. Blood pressure. Gown. Ear, nose, throat. Heart. Lungs. Headache. Fever. Nausea. Vomiting. Blood test. Urine test. Laboratory. Results.
So, how are you doing today, Elena?
I don't know. I don't feel very well.
Oh, do you need to go to the clinic? I'm going right by there.
Yes, maybe I should.
Come on, my car's right here. Come on.
This is so nice of you, Raquel.
Oh, it's okay. Come on. So, Elena, how long have you been feeling like this?
About a week. When I eat, I feel nauseous.
Do you think it's a stomach virus?
No, I don't have a fever.
Do you have a headache or any other symptoms?
No, and I only feel sick in the morning. Later in the day, I feel fine.
Huh. Well, I'm sure the doctor will know what's wrong.
Elena Gonzalez?
Right here. I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Could you stand on the scale, please? I have to measure your height and your weight. Okay, move back. Okay. You can sit down now. I have to take your temperature, your pulse, and your blood pressure.
Okay. How is my blood pressure?
It's normal. 110/90. The doctor will be here in a few minutes. You could get undressed and put this gown on.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Dr. Summers.
Nice to meet you.
So what seems to be the problem?
Well, I usually feel nauseous in the morning. Sometimes I try to eat breakfast, but I can't.
Do you have any other symptoms? Headache or fever or vomiting?
Not really. I feel tired, but I work as a cashier, so I'm on my feet all day.
Well, after I examine you, you can go to the lab for some tests. It doesn't sound too serious.
Okay.
Well, how did it go?
The doctor examined me.
And?
Well, he's not sure, but I may be pregnant.
Oh, Elena! This is wonderful. What next?
Now I have to go for blood and urine tests.
When will you get the test results?
In a few days.
Oh, this is so exciting. After the test, let's drive by Jorge's office.
He'll be so happy.
Oh, I know.
I'd better get to the lab now.
Okay. All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Isn't this wonderful? While I'm waiting for Elena, here are some phrases to remember from this lesson. To introduce yourself, you say, "Hi, I'm Raquel," or "My name is Raquel." To answer, you say, "Nice to meet you," or "How do you do?" Now, let's listen to some people talk about going to the doctor.
How often do you go to the doctor?
I go to see my doctor at least once a year for my annual checkup.
I try not to go to the doctor very often.
Maybe once or twice a year if I'm not feeling well. I tend to get colds in the winter, and sometimes they turn into a sinus infection, so I have to get medication for that.
I go to a doctor maybe about once a year, sometimes twice if I have a cold or I don't feel very well.
Have you ever had an operation?
No, I've been lucky. I've never had an operation.
Yes, I had to have my appendix removed when I was 19.
I had an operation to remove my wisdom teeth when I was in college.
The only operation I've had was during my pregnancy. I had to have a C-section when I was having my son, but other than that, I haven't had any operations.
Have you ever been in the hospital?
Yes, I was in the hospital when I broke my arm.
I've been in the hospital twice. Once when I was 7 when I fell and busted my mouth and had to get stitches, and the second time when I had my son.
What kind of medical insurance do you have?
My health insurance right now is through my college, so it's the university services that I get to use.
I have medical insurance that covers doctor visits, medications, and hospital stays.
I should be covered under workman's compensation for working with horses. Some employers do not offer this, in which case I would have to supplement my own personal health insurance.
We have Blue Cross Blue Shield as our medical insurance, and the co-payments for us are very reasonable. Matter of fact, very small.
The kind of medical insurance we have is an HMO. It covers regular visits to the doctor for my husband, my son, and myself. Usually we have to pay a $5 copayment, but that's typically all we pay. The insurance covers all the rest.
That's all for now. Practice what you've learned in case you have to go to the doctor. See you next time.
Hi. Jorge and I just finished shopping at the pharmacy, and now we're going to his apartment. Why don't you come along? But first, here are some words we'll use in this lesson.
Pharmacist. Prescription. Twice a day. With meals. Allergy. Cold. Cough. Sore throat. Headache. Earache. Stomachache. Backache. Toothpaste. Deodorant. Soap. Shampoo. Conditioner.
Come on in, Simon. Have a seat.
Oh, thanks.
You want some coffee or juice?
Oh, juice would be great.
I'll be right there.
Okay, no hurry. You want me to take a look at Elena's medicine?
Oh, yes, please do.
Oh, thank you. Let's see, 1 tablet twice a day with meals.
When should Elena take it?
Breakfast and dinner.
That's easy to remember.
How much did those capsules cost anyway?
The copayment was only $5.
That's not much. Usually that medicine costs a lot more.
I know, but my insurance is expensive. What did you get there?
Oh, some cough and cold remedies for Raquel.
You know, I have a headache. I think I'm catching a cold, too.
Oh, here, have some aspirin. That's good for headaches, muscle pain, fever.
What do you recommend for a cough?
Oh, this cough medicine is good. Really stops the cough.
What about this one?
Oh, no, that helps you sleep. You take that at night.
This is probably what I need.
Oh, well, then take it then. We have some at home.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, I think Elena's coming. Elena, we're in the kitchen.
Oh, hi, Simon.
Hey, Elena.
Hi, honey.
Hi. You know, we're back from the pharmacy. I just got your prescription filled. Here's your medicine.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the pharmacist says to take 1 capsule twice a day with meals.
Thanks, Simon. Did you remember to get my shampoo and toothpaste?
I'm sorry. I forgot.
That's okay. I'll get it tomorrow.
Well, I better get going. It's my turn to make dinner tonight.
Why don't you just join us for dinner?
I'll call Raquel and ask her to come over.
And I'll start the salad.
Sounds good to me. While dinner's cooking, let's go over some phrases from this lesson. When you offer something to someone, you say, "Can I get you some juice?" or "Would you like some coffee?" People might reply, "No thanks," or "Yes, please, juice would be good," or coffee would be fine. When you need to say you're sorry, you say sorry, or pardon me, or excuse me. People might respond like this: it's okay, or that's all right, or don't worry about it. Now let's listen to some other people talk about pharmacies or drugstores.
Where do you get your prescriptions filled?
I get my prescriptions filled at a neighborhood pharmacy.
We actually get our prescriptions filled right at the medical center that we go to. They have a pharmacy right in the building.
We get all of our medical prescriptions filled at the local pharmacy near our home.
I get my prescriptions filled at my local drugstore in Roslindale.
How often do you take medicine?
I don't take prescribed medication very often, but I do take over-the-counter vitamin pills and minerals.
I suffer allergies, so therefore I will tend to take more medicine during the spring and latter part of summer.
I take medicine every day. It's to help keep me healthy.
I usually only take medicine if I'm sick, if I have a cold or anything like that.
What do you usually buy at the pharmacy or drugstore?
When I go to the drugstore, I usually buy very little, but I do pick up toothpaste and nail polish.
Let's see. When I go to the drugstore, I usually buy some aspirin and perhaps also a decongestant. And of course, if I have the kids with me, we always stop at the candy counter.
I buy my soap, and because it's a cold winter, I buy lots of moisturizer, and I buy paper products.
When I go to the pharmacy, I usually buy medication for myself or for my family, and I also buy toothpaste and deodorant.
Hair coloring. This isn't my natural color. Aspirin.
Usually when I go to the drugstore or the pharmacy, it's to buy cold remedies or cough syrup or something for my son.
Besides taking medicine, what else do you do when you're sick?
Besides taking any type of medication when I'm ill, I tend to eat much better in the sense that I will drink more teas and eat more soups.
When I'm very sick, I stay in bed.
Besides taking medicine, when I'm sick, I usually just try to sleep a lot, drink a lot of orange juice, get as much rest as I possibly can.
Some people don't believe in taking medicine. What do you think about that?
Well, sometimes I think medicines can be very damaging to the body, so sometimes I am very skeptical about them, but if I must take them, then I do.
I don't believe in taking a lot of medication myself. I usually try and get as much rest as I can. I think the body naturally heals itself.
I think that taking medicine is important because doctors have done a lot of research and understand what medications help and what medications are not helpful.
I personally think, and this is just for myself, that if I'm severely ill, I will take medicine, and if I'm not, I won't. My doctor has to fight with me sometimes to fill my prescriptions. I would much prefer to take homeopathic remedies or over-the-counter vitamins and minerals to help myself.
That's all for now. Practice the phrases you just learned next time you go to the pharmacy. See you next time.
Hi, today Sasha and Elena are helping Ming clean and paint her new apartment. Here are some words you'll hear in this lesson.
Living room. Paint. Brush. Roller. Bathroom. Bleach. Tile and tub cleaner. Kitchen. Dishwashing liquid. Oven cleaner. Floor polish. Inhale. Vapors. Window. Fan. Dizzy. Faint. Telephone. Bed. Bedroom.
All set.
Okay, great. I really like these colors, Ming. Your apartment will look great.
Oh, my cousin and I were lucky. My uncle's house was too small for all of us.
I'll clean the kitchen, okay?
Fine. I'll do the bathroom.
And I'll paint the bedroom.
See, Ming, you're even getting a professional job.
Thank you.
Hey, Elena, how's it going?
I don't know. I don't feel very well.
What's the matter?
I feel dizzy.
Oh! Sasha, can you come here?
What's the matter?
Elena fainted. Maybe she inhaled the oven cleaner.
Well, what should we do?
Open the windows and turn on the fan. We need some fresh air.
How is she?
I think she's all right now.
It's okay.
What happened?
You fainted. There wasn't enough ventilation in the kitchen.
These cleaning products can be dangerous. You see, some of them are poisonous.
Yes, we should have read the label first.
Should we take Elena to the emergency room?
No.
No, I think she's all right. But let's give her doctor a call.
No. I'm all right now. I'm okay.
But you're pregnant, and these vapors are not good for you. Or the baby.
She's right, Elena. Let's just call and see what he says, okay?
You're right. I want to make sure my baby is all right.
Where's the number?
The doctor's number is in my bag.
Okay.
And maybe you can call Jorge too.
Okay. The doctor says you should go home and rest, Elena. But if you feel dizzy again, you should call him. And Jorge is coming right over to pick you up.
Okay.
Please, take care of yourself, Elena.
I will, I promise.
Why don't you go lie down until Jorge gets here?
Okay. Okay.
Don't worry, Elena is fine now. Here's some phrases to remember from this lesson. When something could happen, you can say, you may feel dizzy if you don't open the windows. Or, Elena might feel better if she rests. When something will probably happen, you can say, Jorge's office must be closed. He came over right away. Or, Sasha must be a good painter. Ming's apartment looks beautiful. Now, let's listen to some other people talk about their houses or apartments.
What did you have to do when you moved into your new apartment?
I had to do a lot of work when I moved into my apartment. It had previously been rented to a number of people who didn't take very good care of it. So I had to paint it and clean it. The bathroom needed a lot of work.
When I
chose my apartment, I had very little to do other than to move right in. The apartment was clean and in perfect condition.
When we moved into our new apartment, we actually had to do some painting, clean the floors. The apartment was a little messy before we moved in there, so we had to do a lot of cleaning first.
We had to arrange all of our furniture and our belongings into a space that was smaller than we had lived in before. It took a long time.
How often do you clean your house?
Clean my house about once a week.
I try and clean my house at least once a week because I work full-time. I don't get a lot of time for cleaning, so I usually try to clean on Saturdays.
I try to clean my apartment once every 1 or 2 weeks.
What products do you use to clean the bathroom?
I use a tile cleaner for the tiles in the bathroom and the kitchen, a mild soap on the wood floor in the kitchen, and a glass cleaner for all the glass and shiny surfaces.
To clean the bathroom, the kitchen, and the floors, I usually try to use a disinfectant type of soap.
To clean my kitchen and bathroom, I use Ajax and Less Toil on the tiles and floors.
I use a lot of bleach when I clean my apartment to clean the counters and the toilet and pretty much everything except for our hardwood floors, and we have a special wood cleaner for that.
When we clean our floors, we use a very strong detergent that has ammonia in it to make sure the floors get clean.
Have you or anyone you know been ill from those cleaners?
I've never gotten ill from those cleaners, and I don't know anyone that's gotten ill from those cleaners. But I can understand that that could happen if somebody were to use them improperly.
I have never gotten ill from those type of cleaners. I try to be safe when I'm using them, wear gloves, and not inhale any of the fumes.
I once had someone help me clean the house, and she was affected by household cleaners.
Where do you store cleaners and other chemical products?
We store cleaners and chemicals in a cabinet in the kitchen where we have a child safety lock to keep our daughter from getting at them.
I store cleaners and other chemical products under the sink in my kitchen and the sink in my bathroom.
I try to store any cleaners or other type of products in a cabinet out of the reach of my son, and I usually put a lock on the door as well.
Well, that's all for today. Remember to practice the phrases and words you've learned. And remember, be very careful with cleaning and painting products. See you next time.
Hi. Today we're going to see Ming's aunt to ask about alternative medicine like acupuncture, herbal remedies, and dietary changes to relieve pain and stop smoking. Here are some words we'll use in this lesson.
Acupuncture. Treatment. Needles. Chart. Diet. Vegetarian. Health food. Stress. Tension. Relaxed. Herbal remedy. Yoga. Meditation. Massage. Therapy. Exercise. Aerobics. Weight training. Jogging.
Dr. Huang. Hi, I'm Simon Bradford. Hi. And this is Sasha Tarlovsky.
How do you do, doctor?
Ming sent us to see you.
Nice to meet you both. Ming has told me a lot about you and your wife at the International Center. And you painted Ming's apartment. Thank you.
It was nothing.
So what brings you here?
Well, when I was helping Ming move, I hurt my back lifting some heavy boxes. She said maybe you could help me.
And I'd like to quit smoking. Ming said there's an acupuncture treatment for that.
There's a treatment for everything. This chart explains the procedure.
So you put needles into the body to help people feel better.
Exactly. A treatment can last for a month or longer.
So I can stop smoking if I get acupuncture.
Yes, I'll also tell you what to eat and what else to do. What kind of food do you eat?
Well, when I'm working, I usually eat fast food. I know it's not good for me.
No, it's not.
But my mother cooks me good food on weekends.
How is your diet, Simon?
Oh, we have lots of great Dominican food. Rice, beans, vegetables. We usually have fish instead of meat.
That's good. What type of medicine do you take when you're sick?
I usually get something from the drugstore.
Well, I recommend herbs. There are herbs for all sorts of illnesses. Coughs, colds, and fevers.
I see.
Do you get much exercise?
I paint houses, so I get lots of exercise.
I have to admit, I don't get that much.
Exercise and relaxation like yoga or meditation are good.
Well, I'd like to try acupuncture for my back.
And I'd like to try to quit smoking.
All right, I can give you the first treatment now if you have the time.
Well, I do. What about you, Sasha?
Me too.
You can go right in there and change.
While Sasha's changing, here are a few phrases to remember from this lesson. To talk about where to go for health care, you can say, "There is an acupuncturist near my house. Is there one near yours?" Or, "There are 7 hospitals in my city. Are there many in yours?" To get information, you can ask, "What kind of food do you eat?" Or, "What type of medicine do you take?" Or, "What sort of exercise do you recommend?" Now let's listen to some people talk about their health.
Are you a healthy person?
I consider myself to be very healthy.
I'm not as healthy as I think I should be in the sense that I don't exercise enough.
I would consider myself a relatively healthy person, somewhat overweight.
Yes, I am a healthy person.
What kind of food do you eat?
I try and cook food that doesn't have a lot of fat.
The food I eat is very mixed. I eat a lot of vegetables and fresh meat and chicken.
I eat a lot of rice and beans with seafood and poultry. And we also tend to eat a lot of pasta.
I eat a lot of fresh vegetables, fish, tofu. I stay away from meats a lot. And I stay away from grease a lot.
I eat all kinds of food. I have few restrictions, although I do limit my intake of fatty products.
Do you exercise?
I do try and get a lot of exercise. Usually I do step aerobics or some other kind of weight training.
I don't get much exercise, though one exercise that I do get is when I walk to work.
I get as much exercise as my work schedule allows. I generally run or work out in the gym.
I exercise every day. I will either walk for 30 to 45 minutes or swim. I love to swim long distance.
I get to the gym about 3 times a week, and I've been doing that for the last year.
Have you ever tried acupuncture or another form of alternative medicine?
No, I've never tried acupuncture or alternative medicine. I'm not that interested in them.
I have tried reflexology, and for some unknown reason it actually worked.
I've tried a form of Tai Chi, which works to reduce stress.
I think acupuncture is absolute hokum. I haven't tried any kind of alternative medicines. Never visited chiropractor. I don't think that makes any sense either.
I tried acupuncture once. I had had migraine headaches for 20 years, so I went to an acupuncturist. I was quite frustrated at not being able to get rid of these headaches. I had 2 treatments, and I haven't had a migraine since.
Have you ever done yoga or meditation?
Yes, I've tried yoga. It's very good exercise. I like it.
Years ago, I took yoga classes and I loved it.
I have done some meditation and self-hypnosis.
When I was a bit younger, I did a lot of yoga and meditation, and I have since gotten away from it. But yoga is really good for keeping you limber, and I'm thinking of going back and trying it out again.
That's all for today. I hope this inspires you to eat well and exercise. See you next time.
Hi, today we're talking about what to do in case of a crime. But first, here are some words you'll need to know.
Tall. Short. Thin. Old. Young. Jeans. T-shirt. Sneakers. Dress. Suit. Subway. Wallet. Steel. Tattoo. Bank card. License. Paycheck. Cash. Police officer. Station. Sign. Report.
Raquel, thank God you're still here.
Jorge, you're back.
Someone stole my wallet.
Oh, no. What happened?
I was at the subway station buying a token when all of a sudden someone took my wallet and ran.
You were mugged. Oh, what did you do?
I ran after him. Some people tried to stop him, but he got away. He took everything. He took my money, my bank card, my driver's license. I just got my paycheck.
Let's go to the police station and report the crime. It's okay, come on.
Hello, I'm Officer Andrews. I'm here to take your report. When and where did this crime happen?
About 3:45 at the Main Street subway station.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Well, I took my wallet out to buy a token, and a man grabbed it and ran away.
Did you get a good look at him?
It happened so fast.
Can you remember what he was wearing?
A black T-shirt and a pair of jeans.
Can you describe him?
He was tall and thin.
How tall?
About 1.80 m and under 100 kilos.
That means he was a little over 6 feet and under 220 pounds.
Anything else you can tell us?
He was blonde and had a tattoo in his right arm.
Thank you. We'll see what we can do. Sign here, please.
Yeah.
This is your copy. You okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, Jorge, let me drive you home. You know, I can lend you some money until you get a new paycheck.
Thanks, Raquel. I'm so glad you were still at the center. I don't know what I would have done without you.
No problem. Come on. Jorge got a new license and a new bank card. His boss canceled his stolen paycheck and gave him a new one, so he didn't lose that much money. Now, let's look at some useful phrases. To describe someone, you can say, she was tall and thin, or he was short and heavy, or they had light skin and dark hair. To offer to help someone, you can say, let me drive you home, or why don't I lend you some money? Or, how about if I take you to the police station? Now, let's listen to other people talk about crime.
Has anyone ever stolen anything from you?
Yes. I had my car stereo stolen out of my car a couple years ago.
We've only had one item stolen from us, and that was an automobile.
A couple of bicycles, a truck, a car, a variety of just smaller items.
No one's ever stolen anything from me. I've been very lucky.
Have you ever been mugged?
No, I've never been mugged.
No, I have not been mugged.
Yes, while I was living in Spain, I was mugged as I was going into the elevator to go up to my grandmother's house. A man came in the elevator with me and grabbed me from behind.
No, I've never been mugged.
Have you ever been involved in a serious crime?
No, I've never been involved in a serious crime.
Yes, I have been involved in a serious crime.
I've never been involved in a serious crime, whether being part of or seeing it.
No, I've never been involved in a serious crime.
Yes, it is very unfortunate, but I have seen many crimes being committed.
Have you ever had to go to a police station?
I had to go to a police station once when I was in a car accident, and it was a little bit scary, but they were very kind and thoughtful.
I have had to go to a police station because my truck was stolen, and it was pretty good. They're very helpful because you're having a lot of trouble, and they try to take down all the information correctly and pass it on to the necessary police officers.
I have gone to the police station on 3 occasions, all of them to deal with my car being stolen.
I did have to go to a police station once when we were involved in a minor car accident. Being in the police station was a little intimidating.
Have you ever had a wallet stolen?
No, I've never had my wallet stolen.
I have had my purse pickpocketed.
No, I've never had my wallet stolen.
I actually did have a wallet stolen once, and it was actually on the job, which was somewhat upsetting to me.
Practice the words you've learned. And remember, the police are here to help you. See you next time.
Hi. Today I'm going to talk with Ming about getting some things fixed in her apartment. Here are some words that might be helpful.
Strange smell. Gas. Leak. Stove. Service representative. List. Repairs. Telephone. Faucet. Shower. Drip. Plumber. Outlet. Plug. Extension cord. Electrician. Water heater. Furnace. Heater. Radiator.
Hi, Simon. Thanks for stopping by.
Hi, Ming. How's everything going?
Oh, fine. My cousin and I love our new apartment. It's clean and painted, and most of the boxes are unpacked.
Hey, what's that strange smell?
I noticed it too. I'm not sure.
Ming, I think you have a gas leak.
Oh, no. What should I do?
Where's your phone book?
Oh, here it is.
You have to call the gas company. There's the number.
You mean I have to report it?
Yes, it could be dangerous. They'll send a representative to check it out.
Okay.
You've reached the City Gas Emergency Leak Center. To ensure quality service, your call is being recorded. Please remain on the line and your call will be answered by the next available representative. Hello, may I help you?
Hello? Yes, I think I have a gas leak. 142 Summer Street, apartment 6. Open the windows. Okay. Yes, I'll be here. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, I'll help you open all the windows.
Okay.
I see your faucet's dripping.
Yes, and the shower drips too.
Oh, that wastes a lot of water. You should ask your landlord to call a plumber.
Oh, and one of the electrical outlets in the kitchen doesn't work.
Make a list of repairs and call your landlord.
Does that mean that we have to pay for the repairs?
No, he does. It's his apartment.
I'll make a list now.
I'll help you if you like.
Okay, I'll get a piece of paper and a pen.
While Ming's getting some paper, let's review some important expressions from this lesson. To give directions, you can use phrases like this: call the gas company, or open the window, or don't smoke in the house, or don't use broken electrical outlets. To ask for clarification, you can say this: does that mean I have a gas leak? Or, are you saying I have to call the gas company? In response, you might hear, that's correct, or that's right. Now let's listen to some people talk about repairs.
Have you had any problems in your apartment lately?
I have one problem in my apartment. The bathroom is a bit old and needs some work. There's a certain amount of deterioration in the wallboard that I need to tear out and replace.
No, we haven't had any problems in our apartment recently.
Since we moved into our apartment, we haven't needed any repairs.
We had a leak from a radiator on the floor above ours. It made a stain on our ceiling.
How often do you have to have things repaired?
I need to have my leaky faucet repaired perhaps once a year.
We don't actually need to have anything in our apartment repaired very often. It's A pretty modern apartment, so most of the utilities and the appliances are up to date.
We need to have things repaired in our house about once a month.
Do you know how to fix things around the house on your own?
I can fix most things around the house myself. It takes a while to collect the right tools and have the right tools to do the job, but generally, either by myself or with the help of friends, I can repair most of the things around my house.
I actually am very handy about fixing things around the house on my own. I love using a hammer and nail.
I do know how to fix some things around the house. I can tighten a washer on the sink, and I can replace light bulbs.
Broken door hinges and locks and windows that have the glass cracked. I can fix things like that. Those are simple.
Do you have to pay for your own repairs?
If there are minor repairs in the apartment that need to be done, we usually try and handle it ourselves. But if there are major repairs that need to happen, the landlord usually pays for those.
Yes, I usually pay a repairman to come and do the repairs on my house.
I don't have to pay for the repairs. The landlord does that.
Do you have a repairman you trust?
When I need to do difficult electrical or plumbing work, I'll always call a plumber. I have a plumber or an electrician who I can trust.
Yeah, we do have a good repairman that we trust. Our landlord uses him often for the other apartments in the building, and we tend to use him as well.
We have a repairman who has worked in our house for many years, and we trust him a lot.
I don't trust repairmen.
That's all for today. Good luck getting your repairs done. See you next time.
Hi, today we're talking about social services, but first, here are some words you'll need to know.
Social worker. Yellow pages. Social services. Alcohol. Drug. Group therapy. Homeless men. Pregnant. Teenagers. Illness. Blind. Deaf. Disabled.
Hi. What are you two doing here?
I lost my job, Raquel, and I don't know what to do.
Oh, that's too bad, Sasha. Well, come on in, and we'll talk.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry for this.
Oh, no problem. So, what happened?
Most people want their houses painted in the summer. The company has less work now, so they laid off 3 painters.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'll tell you what your options are. You may be able to apply for unemployment benefits. How long have you been working there?
8 months.
That means you can get money from the government while you're looking for work.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes, the application process takes about 2 weeks. But then you can get benefits until you find a job for up to 6 months.
I just fill out an application.
No, it has to be approved, but it sounds like you have a very good case.
Should I do that here?
No, you should go to the unemployment office. It's not far. This is their address. They may still be open.
Okay, I'll go there right now and talk to someone. Thanks a lot, Raquel.
Sure, you're welcome. Good luck. Elena, come on in.
It's too bad that Sasha lost his job.
Yes, I know. But what brings you here?
The doctor said I'm going to have twins.
Twins? Wow. You and Jorge are going to be busy.
Yes. But she also said that I shouldn't work anymore.
Why?
Because there could be complications.
Oh, no.
And Jorge doesn't earn very much now. He's still trying to get his equivalency degree in engineering.
He has to take a few more courses, right?
Right. We don't have much money, and with twins...
Maybe you can apply for Medicare.
What does that mean?
You fill out an application, and if it's approved, you get free prenatal care.
So I wouldn't have any doctor's bills?
That's right. And when the babies are born, you get free vouchers for baby food, milk, and diapers, and things like that.
That sounds perfect.
Here's an application. Take it home, look at it, and when you stop working, fill it out and bring it in.
Oh, Raquel, this is wonderful. We were so worried.
Well, you have enough to worry about right there.
Thanks, Raquel. See you tomorrow at the center.
Okay, take care. Everyone goes through hard times, and social services can help. Here are some useful phrases to remember. When you need to ask for advice or help, you can say, "What can Elena do?" Or, "What do you think Sasha should do?" People might respond like this: "She can apply for Medicare," or "He should apply for unemployment benefits." Now, let's listen to other people talk about social services.
Have you ever used any social services?
I have never used social services, but I know plenty of people that have.
Yes, I have used social services myself when I was unemployed, and I utilized the services of the unemployment office. I have also helped other people utilize social services for housing, food, clothing, and so forth.
I have had occasion to use some social services. Recently, my mother, who's getting elderly, has been suffering from some depression and found it difficult to continue living by herself. My sisters and I found an assisted living situation for her.
Do you know of anyone who has lived in a shelter?
I have known people who have lived in shelters.
My husband's aunt actually is currently living in one.
Yes, I knew a boy named Chris who lived in a shelter for a while, and he lived there because his family was not very good, and he didn't want to live with them, so he moved into a teenage shelter.
No, I don't know anyone who's lived in a shelter.
Yes, I know people that live in shelters. One of them is a childhood friend of mine.
Have you ever thought of adopting a child?
I haven't really thought of adopting a child. I'm not really ready for children right now.
We actually have thought of adopting. Luckily, we were able to have a child of our own, but I do hope to adopt sometime in the future.
We have always thought about adding to our family. Matter of fact, about 14 years ago, we adopted my wife's nephew, who is now our oldest son, and he's 30 years old.
Do you do any volunteer work?
I do a lot of volunteer work with social service organizations, particularly with a detox program for Hispanic women.
I am currently a volunteer coach with a girls' softball team.
Once a year, I volunteer my services for organizations throughout the city of Boston in major fundraising activities, and they may be organizations that provide cultural events or work with teenagers throughout the city of Boston.
I sometimes go to detox centers to help people to recover from alcoholism.
Well, that's all for now. I've enjoyed talking about social services with you. I hope you practice what you've learned, and maybe you can help others who are in need.
We've enjoyed sharing our experiences in the city with you. See you next time.
Bye.